Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Chrissy Rose. I know I just started my channel back up and I've already missed a few weeks, but I have good reason. Last week was my little girl's birthday. She turned 3, so we did an entire room conversion. We went from toddler bed and some clothes to now she's got an entire big girl room. So I'm going to go through today and show you what we did. By washing the table down, I used a mix of vinegar and dish soap with water to clean it down. There was crayon and glue and dirt, so I wiped that down and got it all nice and clean for sanding. In it once, I took some fine grit sandpaper and I sanded the entire thing down so the paint would stick better. I then also took a flat plastic spatula, painter spatula, and got most of the glue from the top off. I sanded around the edges where the siding was to rough them up as well. I then moved on and wiped it down once more to get all the dust and remaining dirt down, and started painting with this really pretty purple color. I started by putting some on the paintbrush and putting it on, and then I used a dry roller to spread it out and give it a thin coat so it would dry quicker. And I did about 4 coats for the entire thing on each color. I then flipped the desk onto its top and started working on the sides with this really vibrant pink color. I did the same technique with the brush and using a dry roller. I was having some issues with the roller because I had washed it from the purple, so I used a washcloth to kind of dry it out, and it worked fine. I did the sides in multiple coats while they dried on the inside. I had spilled some paint on the drop cloth I was using, so my son had to put a washcloth down so the dogs wouldn't walk through it any more than Rio already had. But it worked out and the colors came out so nicely. For the back of the desk, I used the same technique. I did purple inside and pink on the outside. I wanted to put the headboard and footboard together before I painted it, thinking it would be easier that way. Turns out putting the bed together was the hardest part of this entire project because they only had photo instructions. They didn't have any words. So I ended up moving all the tables, putting everything out on the floor, and sorting the hardware, thinking that would help a little. I had to stop the video to look up on YouTube to see if there was anyone that could help me there. I ended up finding a video. It wasn't instructional, but I'll link it below. She kind of showed me a little of how to put it together, and it helped. After finally figuring out how to put the headboard and footboard together, I went on to painting it the same pink from the desk. I did 3 coats of paint for each, and then I went back and I spot checked with the pink to make sure that everything was covered. It was definitely a whole lot easier to paint after it was put together than it was to try to paint every single little piece separately. The next day I painted the footboard, did the same process, same amount of coats, and it came out really nicely as well. You can see that the headboard is sitting there, and I'm just very proud of them both, and the sideboards as well. they came out so nicely. After everything was painted, I moved into the room and cleared everything out of it. We were cat sitting for a friend of mine, so we had a animal pen set up in there. And so I moved everything out, and then I started cleaning the walls with this awesome product from Dollar Tree. And I wiped down all the walls. I wiped down the chair rail, the footboards, and the light switches and all the power outlets just to get it a clean base. I also hung up a photo that says, "Shut up, I'm a princess," that I thought fit. After I cleaned the walls and I picked up all the trash, I did a very thorough vacuum with my Kirby. I love this vacuum. Absolutely love it. I've had it for about 2 years now. And so I vacuumed. I went over it 4 times just to make sure all the litter and the dander was up. And then I went through and I shampooed it again 4 times. I like to do things in multiples just to make sure it was clean. I started with just a water wash to get all the loose stuff up. And then I went into using my vinegar and dish soap as well to do that. I moved into a carpet cleaner solution, did that for a run throughout the carpet, and then I ended with just water as well to get all the soap out. I don't do a heavy amount of soap solutions, but just enough to get it clean. I like to make sure that the carpets are super clean for the kids, because that's where they spend most of the time. And I let that dry overnight as well, and it makes it smell a whole lot better. Also see me messing with the carpet by the door. We had cats previously earlier this year. We no longer have those cats, but they did a number on the carpet and they pulled it all away from the wall. So I just used some liquid nail and glued it down. Eventually we will be replacing the carpet, so I'm not worried about it being perfect. And we just put this corner shelf board. I started to put the bed together after about 2 days for the floors to dry, plus life happened and I didn't get to it until now. So after 2 days, I started to put the bed together. This was probably the easiest part about putting the bed together because it was pretty self-explanatory. So I put the sides on. When hammering the mattress slat, little wood secure tabs, I used the bag to protect the paint so I didn't hit it because I don't have that great of coordination. I had to find a screwdriver, so I ran out of the room for a little bit, but then I ended up finding it, came back, put the middle support beam in, and I then laid the mattress slats down and went to unroll the mattress, realized it was too small. Turns out it's a camper size twin, not a actual twin size bed twin mattress. So I kind of gave up on that until I could figure out a solution. Ordered a actual mattress, and right now we're using a air mattress until that mattress gets in. So it worked out, but kind of disappointed that mattress didn't fit. This is just some more cleaning and rearranging, putting things away. And here I am putting her desk together. We got her this little vanity mirror that lights up. And we got drawers so she could put her makeup, her jewelry, and other things. We also glued it down so it didn't move around. She couldn't lose anything. Here I am hanging up some twinkle lights from last year on her birthday. She'd gotten with one of those tents that you get on Amazon. So I hung those up, and then I made her bed. You see the air mattress that we're going to be using until her other mattress is delivered. Hopefully it'll be next week, so it won't be too long she'll be on this. But we added a mattress cover and the blankets. Super soft and super comfortable. I also added a wax warmer to her room. Makes it smell really nice, and she got to pick out the wax for it. And then I just added some final touches with a stuffed animal and turned on all the lights in the warmer. And here's the final product. You see, I turned on all the lights. Everything is perfect. We also added a toy chest to the window area where she puts all of her dresses and, for now, toys in it. It brings the room totally together really nicely. Any products I used, if I know the names of them, I will put them down in the description. I'm still trying to figure out how to add all of that information into my videos. So anything that I had bought, I will leave a link if I can find it, or tell you where it can be found. A lot of it was thrifted, or I've had for so long. And the video of the girl that I found who helped me put the bed together, she didn't do a video for that reason, but it was a vlog, and the way she had her camera set up was really helpful for me to visualize to see what parts she was using. I'll link her video down as well, because she's super sweet, and I love watching her. So thank you again for watching. Sorry, I hope to make it more consistent. We just had a lot going on these past few weeks, as you can see. But if you enjoyed this video and enjoyed the renovation, not really renovation, but the redecoration of her room, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, because I have more redecorating coming soon. And I hope that you enjoyed those as well. If you have any questions, just leave them down in the comments. But thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you next week.